So, in a sense, I understand why some people would offer it because people see case numbers and a name and they associate it with something real when it's not. So, what I did was I immediately called the number. I was at work, but I had some free time. So, I called the number and a man answers. And I tell him, I'm like, hi, I am calling for my mom. She's been receiving multiple calls from this number. Can I help you? And I said it kind of sassy, because I know it's a scam, but I just wanted to kind of stoop to their level and be a little rude too. And the guy was like, immediately, right off the bat, angry. He's like, yes, I have been trying to call your mom, and every time I talk to her, she hangs the phone up on me. She is extremely uneducated. And blah blah, and he was just going off. And once he said that my mom's uneducated, I went off. I was like, how dare you speak to me in that tone? If you were an actual lawyer, you wouldn't be talking to your clients like this. And he was like, in what way am I talking to you? And I was like, well, listen to yourself. You're being like freaking rude, demanding things when you don't even have a legit phone number. And then he was like he was just went off. Like, it was to the point where we were both yelling at each other without stopping. So I wasn't really listening to him, and he wasn't listening to me. But basically, at the end of that, like, very, very loud phone call, he goes, your mom has 10 minutes to call me back. Boom, he hung up the phone. So I recorded that whole phone call to show it to my mom, to show her that it's not legit. Like, it's just some angry person that's mad because nobody's falling for their scam. They ain't getting paid. They ain't paying the rent because no one's falling for it. So, I sent it to her. She laughed. She was like, oh, okay, I'll just block them. But yeah, like, it's so easy to fall for scams when you don't see the hints. Like, one of the biggest things about scams is that they will misspell something. They're going to misspell something, add extra spaces or punctuation in parts in their text that aren't supposed to be there. And then also their phone numbers. You can search up any phone number you want on Google. And there are some websites that target scam callers, robocalls, that type of thing, and they will let you know if it's been reported as a scam call by other people. So what I did was I looked up that phone number that was calling my mom, and it turns out that 2 other people have reported that number as a lawyer, someone pretending to be a lawyer, to try to get like $380 out of them. So yeah, like, I took that what you're saying